My name is Lady Valheim, and I'm a freelancer providing publishing-related services to my fellow writers. As the slogan goes, I am your self-publishing peer, dedicated to helping you polish and release your book. I am a one-stop shop, providing book content and book cover services. As a follow-up to my first video showcasing my services making an ebook cover, I wanted to show you in turn how I converted that cover into a cover wrap. The cover wrap service that I offer at Acidic Ink is unique to other companies as it caters to small writers going step by step through their publishing journey and working on a budget, rather than offer large bundles of services that incentivize writers to drop hundreds or even thousands of dollars. At Acidic Ink Publishing, I have an appreciation for every project undertaken and the uniqueness of each individual client's publishing journey. Sometimes you don't need something fancy to fill your needs, and indie authors who are only publishing to the ebook market don't need a cover wrap. Every book journey is different, which is why my ebook cover section is kept separate from the cover wraps. With the ever-changing publishing industry's landscape, physical print books are becoming scarcer, as is the need for their covers. With indie authors' needs in mind, I'll always suggest that clients start small. Invest first and foremost in editing your manuscript. I know that getting a cover is very, very exciting, but shouldn't take precedent over the quality of what it's showcasing. So to that end, AI's cover wrapping services are geared more towards accommodating a step-by-step approach to self-publishing. The cover wrap service here at Acidic Ink focuses on expanding the cover that you already have and love. Most self-published authors start exclusively with ebooks and branch out to paperbacks and hardbacks later down the line. Let's be honest. Buying full book cover packages, ebooks, paperbacks, hardbacks, and all the different formatting for each is expensive, no matter where you go, which is why instead I've broken it down so you can take it one step at a time. Get what you need when you need it, without being incentivized to overinvest in an all-out cover service that'll give you discounts from buying more when you're not even sure that's necessary. Acidic Ink prices fairly by the weight of the singular job, and not by the amount of business that a client is able to squeeze out of themselves in the moment. Acidic Ink's packages are affordable and simple. The hard work is already done, after all. The cover is the star player, and the back matter is just the water boy. So before we get into the slideshow, please note and understand that I will expand any cover, not just the ones that I've made. If all you've ever wanted in your life is to hold your book baby physically in your hand, I am here to accommodate that in any way that I can. So let's take a look at the process of how I turned our example cover into a wrap, so you can see why I am so reasonably priced compared to the competition, what I have to offer, and decide whether Acidic Ink is a good fit for you. First, I start with a template. I can generate a template for myself, or the author can, but to make a cover wrap and to calculate the perfect template for the physical book, the print-on-demand PDF of the book needs to be finalized. There can be no extra little changes. Free tip, I guess. That's one of the biggest things that I learned self-publishing my stuff, is that ebooks are great if you're indecisive or new, or want to make any tiny tweaks to the manuscript after release. Ebooks are easy to alter and re-upload, and you don't need to change the cover on an ebook no matter how many times you update the manuscript. Physical copies, however, not so much. Although it's minuscule, every page counts. After reformatting my prose collection, my manuscript changed by about 10 pages, and as little as that sounds, that changed how the cover wrap sat on the template that Kindle generates for its previewer. So when you give the page number and book dimensions to a cover artist, it is important that you have finalized those digits. After I've got a template, I need things to fill up the empty space, of course. So I pull colors from the front cover to use in the back colors for a seamless transition. Back covers don't need to be fancy. They certainly can be, though. In my more expensive packages, we can certainly add graphics or author photos, but for the average indie author looking to print their paperback, simple works just fine. More than flashy, the back of the book needs to be legible. I cannot tell you how many self-published print books I've seen recently that do not adhere to that. With our example, respectively named Vat Life, I added the hints of bubbles to incorporate the theme of the anthology and resemble a vat of bubbling water. Step 4 is text. The author supplies me with all the text they want on the back, their blurbs, and any quotes. If we've worked together on editing your book previously, you could certainly apply to receive a quote from Acidic Ink Publishing. Step 5 is adjusting, where I bring everything together and tweak it. Depending on the tier of service you've hired, we could leave things simple or get into the nitty-gritty while communicating, like whether you want the back text justified, font choice, whether your name on the spine should be higher, so on. And voila, that's it. That's a quick and easy example of how I turn an ebook cover into a paperback. With the packages that I offer at Acidic Ink, I want to make turning an ebook into a paperback an affordable option for small authors and presses. We all want to hold our books in our hands, but we can't all be expected to drop $1,000 on book cover package services, so that's where I come in. If you're interested, you can check out all of my publishing related services at acidicink.ca. And you can contact me so we can get started making your book project right away at slatyvalheim.acidicink@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.